Football fans, welcome to our YouTube channel, one of the best of the best place where you will get a lot of informations, details, transfer news, and other news concerning football. In details, you'll get those information. So for today, we have a lot of news. One news which we have is concerning UEFA to ban for clubs from competing in the Champions League. Which are those clubs? Proceed to be with us. You may drop your comments also at the comment section. Which club you think have been banned by UEFA? So by starting with number 4, clubs previously been banned from competing in the Champions League by UEFA. Over the years, the Champions League has been seen as the premier clubs competition in the European football. Spanish La Liga giants Real Madrid are the king of the competition, who won more than 15 Champions League titles. Meanwhile, Liverpool are the Premier League set with the most Champions League trophies, having lifted the prestigious European Cups on the six occasions. However, the competition has seen some controversial moments throughout the years, with 4 clubs reportedly banned from taking part in UEFA tournaments. As reported by 442, there have been at least 4 sides that received a ban from UEFA. By starting with Besiktas, one of the biggest clubs in Turkey and household name in European football. However, back in 2013, they were banned from playing in UEFA competition for allegedly being involved in domestic matches fixing. They were ended 1-year bans after failed to appeal. Apart from Besiktas, we have Fenerbahce. Similar to Besiktas, Fenerbahce were also reported involved in match fixing scandals back in 2013. They were strapped with a 2-year ban while appealing the decision. Fenerbahce lost Arsenal in the Champions League playoff against Arsenal. UEFA has issued multiple ban over the years. This is great. But apart from Besiktas, Fenerbahce, we have to see Juventus, also the Italian Serie A giants, was suspended from UEFA competition for the 23/24 season after being accused of breaching financial fair play uses. FK Pobeda, they call North Macedonian outfit FK Pobeda were hit with huge 8 years ban in 2009 for allegedly manipulating the outcome of the match. The report stated illegible betting patterns were observed in the relation to Champions League qualifier against Armenia FC being 5 years old. Back in days in 2020, it was reported that UEFA's 2-year ban imposed on Premier League side Manchester City was overturned by the courts of arbitration for sport. They were originally suspended for a serious breach of UEFA's financial fair play. But UEFA has been banned also 2 countries from competing at the Euros. The European governing body was forced to suspend 2 nations in response to major political events. Since the first European Champions League tournament in 1960, UEFA has been forced to ban 2 countries from competing in the tournament. Other than the World Cup, winning the European Champions League is potentially the most prestigious achievements a player can manage while representing a national team. Since ever, the first competition took place in France in 1960. 10 different national teams have been lifted the trophy with the current champions. Spain voting the most title, having won 4 times. In total, 360 nations have been played in the European Champions League at least once, with Georgia being the most recent debut, having featured for the first time in Euro 2024. However, there are 3 countries that have been previously been banned from competing the European Champions League, and one of them remained suspended and the Euro 2029 competition. Of the 3 desserts after the first ever European Champions League, UEFA decided to ban Yugoslavia from the 1992 competition, following the outbreak of the Yugoslav wars and the United Nations sanction that comes in response to the conflict. Yugoslavia were informed of the ban on May 31, just 10 days before Euro 19.